guys, it's Kylie, and in today's video I have a review of Ralph Breaks the Internet. So my review of Ralph Breaks the Internet is going to include spoilers, so if you haven't seen the movie and you don't want me to spoil anything, click away now and just watch some of my other videos. I just watched the movie yesterday, so I went on Thanksgiving to see it and really enjoyed the movie. Overall, I have to say it was a great movie. There was an awesome connection between the first movie and this movie, and they also connected other parts of Disney to the movie and the big things that go on the internet. We are on YouTube here. They even had a lot of connections to YouTube and the ideas of YouTube in the movie, which I really liked as a YouTuber. Really thought that was a cool thing to do and have a cool connection to Wreck-It Ralph. This is gonna have spoilers, but I'm gonna just also try to give the general synopsis of the movie for those who didn't see it but still want to hear the different spoilers that went on, and then I'll give some of my favorite parts of the movie. So the general synopsis is they plug in at the arcade where Ralph and Vanellope and Felix and all of them are at. They plug in a new device and they're all thinking it's going to be a new game, and it turns out to be Wi-Fi. This is the new thing that gets plugged in. You can see that in the trailers that gets plugged in. The Wi-Fi is this new cool thing, but they don't want anybody going into this new land called the internet. The little guard guy in the plug strip tries to block everybody out from going into that area. When the next thing that goes on is Vanellope is getting bored of her game, and she goes into her game, plays around, and Ralph decides to create a new track for her. And when she starts controlling this in the new track, the person playing the game in the arcade is trying to twist the wheel so that it doesn't do what Vanellope is doing, and it ends up breaking. And because this wheel broke and the manufacturer of her game is out of business, the only way to get a new wheel for her game is by buying it on eBay, but it's too expensive for the owner of the arcade to buy the game. So they decide that they're gonna shut down Vanellope's game, which when they're unplugging Sugar Rush, that becomes a big havoc because there's so many characters in Sugar Rush that come running out. And Vanellope's game is now unplugged and she has no home. Ralph and her hear about eBay from listening that that's where they can find a new game, so they decide that they're gonna go into the internet and try to find this eBay. Once they make it to eBay through the internet, they bid on her wheel and end up bidding on it for $27,001 because they start bidding at each other, which just brings up the price, and they don't realize that they have to pay this in cash because they don't even know what money is. To get the money, their first thing is they use this spam guy who's just he is like one of the pop-up ads to try to win money playing video games, and they have to go into this race called this game called Slaughter Race, and try to get this car from Shank, who's one of the new main characters in the movie, and take her car and bring it back to that guy to get money for it. They realize that this is not going to be something possible and that they're never going to be able to get Shank's car. And Shank helps them by making a viral video on this thing called BuzzTube, which is their version of YouTube. When they go to BuzzTube, the headquarters, Ralph's video is getting all these hearts, and he's learning that he can make money with help from the head algorithm person of BuzzTube, Yes, which is another one of the new main characters. And that BuzzTube, they start making tons of videos to get the money to create get the new steering wheel. Overall, they are able to eventually get this new steering wheel through Ralph's videos, and Ralph works so hard to get this new steering wheel. One of the ways that they get people to like his videos is they send out pop-up ads to different other websites. So Vanellope goes to Oh My Disney is where she is sent for her pop-up ad. That is a place that's literally, it's like a Disneyland where all the Disney, like BuzzFeed quizzes, all that are everything Disney is in this one area. So she ends up going backstage where only the cast members are allowed and glitches through a door into this room where all the princesses are, which is seen in the trailers. You can see her in this room. So she has an encounter with the princesses and learns that she is a princess and that she should deserve more than, like, be able to get what she wants without some big man trying to help her. Then they have like little cell phones. Ralph overhears Vanellope talking to Shank and learning that Vanellope wants to stay in Slaughter Race and not come back to the arcade, which breaks Ralph's heart because his friend wants to leave him and doesn't want to tell him that he wants to leave him. This causes Ralph to send a virus into Slaughter Race, which starts glitching the whole race, which means they have to reset the game. And because Vanellope's code isn't in the game, he has to run in and save her. But when he runs in and saves her, and they start to like realize that they maybe don't need each other as much, the virus gets out and starts glitching all over the internet, which ends up sending Ralphs that all they want is to find Vanellope all throughout the internet, and they end up combining together, make one giant Ralph that just wants to have Vanellope. So Ralph learns from this that he's very clingy and that he needs to maybe let Vanellope be. And from them fighting together, Ralph also learns that sometimes, even though you like somebody and they're your best friend, that you might need to let them go and follow other dreams, but you still can be friends together. The way this ends is the cookie necklace that Ralph makes kind of splits apart and they each get a half, and they learn to stay connected, but Vanellope ends up staying in Slaughter Race and has a new game to play in that's more adventurous than just the Sugar Rush that she was in before. They also are able to fix Sugar Rush with the steering wheel so that all the other characters are able to go back and play in Sugar Rush together. I will say the big thing that I really liked about it is the message of friendship in it was good, and I also like the references that they had to the previous movie, because they talked about how Felix was married for 6 years, it had been 6 years since the previous movie had come out, or that Ralph and Vanellope had been friends for 6 years, because that was also 2012 to 2018 was 6 years. I really liked that it did include a lot of things of the internet and big important factors that we all know and love about the internet, and different Wi-Fi routers, and how it kind of shows how when the internet goes down and different things like that. I thought it was a really good movie, cute cartoon. Love the different aspects that they put into the movie. I will give one point. If you're watching it in theaters, stay past like the credit scenes while there's still music going on, because they do show a scene that was in the trailers after the fact. They show it once like the main credits are over, then they show that scene, and then like the really long credits come through after that. But I would recommend staying all the way through to that scene to get to see the credits. I would highly recommend the movie. I'd highly recommend that anybody that wants to see it, or even if you weren't totally into the first movie, but you're into the internet and all that, I would highly recommend going seeing it. I thought it was much better than the first movie. I didn't really have any expectations for it, but loved the aspect of them overlaying what was going on in the internet and what goes on in the internet today with what was different characters that were already in the previous movie and all of that. Highly recommend watching the movie, and definitely let me know in the comments down below if you've seen the movie, or if you want to check it out now. Definitely let me know. Besides that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget that I post tons of Disney content, and I'll be doing Vlogmas for the month of December, which means I will be posting a video every single day of December. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye!